Hola Geminis, welcome to your mid-October tune-up for 2019, October 2019, right? Middle of the month tune-up, okay? This is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. We can just go ahead and set it up for you. Otherwise, let's get to your reading and see what's going on, okay? I did pre-shuffle these cards because they're rather large. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Geminis? What do you see? What do they need to know for middle of October 2019? General atmosphere. The general energies you have is the Two of Cups in reversed. And can you please show me what their challenges are for the middle of October? We have the Ace of Swords in the upright. Can you please show me? Also, I'm uploading my 2020 Sun Moon readings. Check those out in my playlist. I'm doing them by request. Make sure that you put your requests up for your 2020 Sun Moon reading. And while you're waiting, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings. They are in my playlist also. The advice position, we have the Judgment card. Also, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Insta. I'm also really busy with my Sun and Moon readings, so just keep that in mind. If you need a quick answer to a question, check me out on the Instant Go app, $4.98. I will turn it in 24 hours for you. Questions only, not readings, okay? And then if you could just like, share, and subscribe in support of my channel. If you do like my video, I'd greatly appreciate that. Alrighty, so in the last position, how you're going to be moving forward from the middle of October and into November, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups in reversed. All right, so to me, it's a connection that you have with somebody, colleague, family member, romantic, friendship. General energies it's just not working out. The two of you aren't getting along anymore. Maybe you don't have things in common anymore. You have beliefs that don't align. There's just too many difficulties between the two of you. A lot of arguing. Maybe you guys are discussing breaking up, separating, just being over and done with it. Two of Cups sometimes has dishonesty involved with it or secrets involved with it, and this is what could have caused the two of you to no longer have a connection. Again, this does not have to be a romantic reading. It can be a business partner. It can be, anybody that you have a connection to, and that you had a connection to on a very, very deep level, okay? Now, the challenge position is you breaking away from this person. I shouldn't use the word breaking away, just cutting them out of your life and moving on and moving forward. And for some of you, triumphing over this situation. So that seems to be a little bit of a challenge for you in the middle of October. Just be able to move on from this and just be cathartic about it. Like I said, just cut them out of your life and then see very clearly the path that you should be going on, or starting a new relationship, or having a breakthrough in regards to the direction that you should be going in. Ace of Swords is also about honesty, so the challenge can be having honesty in regards to this. Maybe you're asking them for honesty and they are not delivering it. Advice position, if you are considering, with the Judgment card, if you're considering keeping this connection going or working it out, make sure that you carefully weigh everything out before you do it. Judgment card is about carefully judging the situation, being very open to being judged, and assessing if it's going to be worthwhile to continue the connection. The thing about the Judgment card for me is that once you kind of have sized everything up and realized if you should or should not, that decision is made and there isn't any looking back. So you need to be certain that you're very, very sure about this if you do decide to reconcile, or you do decide to connect with this person. And the problem is that I'm seeing as you move out of the middle of October and into November, no matter, you do try to work on this, and your efforts to work on this are futile. They lead to nowhere. And not only that, it's almost like, what is the point? Because you aren't getting anywhere, and it's not getting anywhere. No matter how much work you put into it, nothing is happening. And it could be because somebody is really kind of stuck in regards to how they view how this connection should go, or they're very limited in their thinking. They're not very tolerant to what the other person is thinking, and that could kind of be gumming up the works a little bit. But I also see that you can't seem to leave this behind you. Same thing as here. We have the Eight of Cups, so you keep on kind of going back to it. you're not leaving. One of the reasons are because you don't think that, you might not think that there's something better out there for you. Another one of the reasons why you feel like you can't leave this behind is because you feel like you won't get any closure on this. And sometimes in cases like that, we need to create our own closure. So you're really confused. You're just kind of drifting around, wondering if you should leave, really questioning whether you should leave this connection or break this connection, despite the fact that you're working on it and nothing seems to be happening. Why is this Two of Cups here? Why is this Two of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Two of Cups here in reverse for Gemini, middle of October? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Two of Cups. Yeah, it's just not working out. We have the Three of Pentacles. This could be somebody you work with. This could be somebody who you have a relationship with at work, a colleague. And no matter how hard you try to work at it, it's just not working. There isn't any harmony. You guys don't work well together. For some of you, that's my co-parenting card, like trying to co-parent with somebody, and you know, there's just not a very good plan in place. King of Cups kind of tells me that there's somebody who's being emotionally manipulative. They're using their emotions to try to get what they want. They could be moody or jealous, blaming the other person for kind of what's going on, having a really hard time staying in control of their emotions. So this could kind of like contribute to this dynamic that's kind of falling apart between the other person. I see somebody wanting to be by themselves. Not only being by themselves with the Queen of Pentacles, but they pretty much feel like they'll be fine without the other person. They feel like they have everything that they need to kind of take care of themselves, or like Australia, you know, or Argentina. I don't know how many of you are going to get that. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't need to be in this anymore because I have everything I need and I'm fully functional by myself. So I don't have a problem cutting this person loose if we're just no longer working well together. But it does look like you are having a problem cutting this person loose with the Ace of Swords. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Gemini? Middle of October. Additional messages, please. Ace of Swords, middle of October. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. Temperance card in the upright, which is the card of Sagittarius, if that resonates. And we have the Chariot card in the upright, which is the card of Cancer, if that resonates. So, one of the reasons why you can't kind of move on from this in a totally new direction and leave this person behind is because you're financially dependent on them. You might share a household with them, and you know, you need each other in order to pay the rent. You need each other to pay the mortgage. You aren't getting along. You know, there's conflicts in the home. There's conflicts between the two of you, but I don't feel like you can afford to kind of leave this person. That's what I'm feeling like the challenge is. And with the Temperance card, I see you having your emotions are very kind of, since it's in the challenge position, you're having a hard time kind of not getting frustrated, kind of keeping your temper down, trying to find a good place, trying to find a compromise. I feel like you're kind of stuck here. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And with the Chariot card here, you are, the challenge for you is, and it's the same thing. You don't have a direction to go in. You don't have a goal. You can't get to where you want to get to for whatever reason. I mean, you know that you could have, you know, another journey. You know that you could be someplace else. But for some reason, you're tied to this person. I'm guessing it's because you share something with them in a practical sense, or you can't afford to leave them. Is what I'm kind of thinking. Trying to see if there's anything else, any other reason. I'm not seeing. I just feel like, you know, cheaper to keep her or cheaper to keep him kind of situation. Why is this Judgment card here in the advice for? So, I mean, judge the situation. Is this really, do you want to stay in this situation? If you do, then you need to choose to do so and not have any regrets, not kind of look back. And we have immature energy coming up here. Okay, again, I'm getting this feeling that you're staying with this person because you're tied to them, because you have to. See the Page of Swords here. So somebody who's observing somebody else, their actions, what they're doing, might be getting information on them. Don't know if that's for divorce proceedings or what that situation is. I'm kind of getting that. And the Page of Wands here in reverse. So that's immature energy of, somebody not wanting to communicate. And they're being really stubborn about it. I always get that pretty much from the Page of Wands. But, something else I'm kind of getting from that is that this is a failed project. This isn't working out. And with the Four of Cups, the advice is to, this situation is not going to change unless you change it. Okay? The Four of Cups is like coming out of, trying to come out of limbo. And because there's a lot of opportunities around you that because you stay in this are passing you by. And the only way you're going to be able to grasp these opportunities if you realize change has to happen and change has to happen now. I'm also getting that somebody might be locking up their feelings, repressing how they really feel. I'm not really kind of getting the reason for doing that. Maybe some of you will know why that's kind of going on, but I'm not understanding why. I also feel like with this Page of Swords, even though it's in an advice column, you need to kind of say, you need to be the person that kind of says something, almost like blurt it out and say, hey, look, either we decide to say it or not. Like, being very truthful. Either we do this and not look back, or we just part our ways right now. I sort of feel like, and the other person doesn't want to hear it, doesn't want to talk about that, doesn't want to talk about, the possibility of moving on, whether it's you or the other person. Why is this Eight of Pentacles here in reverse for Geminis as they move out in the middle of October into November, or forward from this reading? Why is this Eight of Pentacles here? And then why is the Eight of Cups here? Why is the Eight of Cups here? And give me a reverse, yeah? Stuck. Okay, the Moon card in the upright is a card of Pisces. I feel like with the Moon card, some of you are thinking that if you go deep, you keep working on this, you're not getting any results, but you keep on telling yourself, well, maybe it's something hidden. Maybe it's something that hasn't been figured out yet. Maybe we just need to go deeper and we need to confront some fears and figure some things out. And I don't really think that that's going to work out. Now, the Moon card, it does tell you, hey, it's time to kind of connect with your subconscious and try to figure in your intuition and kind of let it guide you through this. Obviously, it's not working. So what feels right at this point? Doing the tangible. I mean, pentacles are very tangible. They're very, steel and brimstone and, something, I don't know, I'm going to say earthly, but something tangible, okay? Moon card is very something you can't see. So, they're kind of telling you if the tangible things aren't working, maybe it's time to kind of, feel your way through in the dark and figure out what's kind of going on. Could be some inner disturbances that you or the other person has. It could stem from childhood. It could stem from earlier relationships. That's what's kind of causing this. But regardless, here, the Hangman in reverse is, still kind of being stuck, but being like, look, things have to be this way. Okay, so I see someone returning back and saying, okay, this is the way things have to be. And they have to be a very specific way. And I'm not going to compromise. And you need to decide now. And I'm not going to wait. Okay, I'll wait for a little while, but I'm not going to wait. And it's weird because I almost get the sense that you or the other person keeps going back and going, okay, I gave you like a week. What do you have to say? Remember, I told you I wasn't going to wait forever. And the person's like, well, I need a little more time. And you go, okay. So then you give them a month, and then you give them 2 months. I feel like you keep on extending your timeline. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like you're putting your foot down, honestly. And again, it might go back to you just cannot sever this connection with this person. And keep in mind, this does not have to be for a romantic connection. When I see the financials, this could very well be, a boss that you don't get along with. I could totally see that. And, you need the paycheck. So you're kind of doing what you have to do. You try to talk to them and say, hey, I want to do things differently. And, they kind of shut you down. So, I mean, this can apply to a lot of situations if you kind of look at it. I know people always zoom right in and go, oh, it's a love relationship. Does not have to be. We have a lot of different relationships in life, correct? So if this resonates with you, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email and we can make that happen. Otherwise, put in your request for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Check me out on Insta. Check me out on Facebook. If you need an answer in 24 hours, check me out on the Instant Go app. It's $4.98. Questions only. No readings, okay? I can't turn those in 24 hours unless I have a 24-hour special. And then other than that, if you could like, share, and subscribe in support of my readings, I always appreciate that. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.